Mutta tavaraa. Joo, ei.
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not
open?
till tonight.
No.
Anybody without official business
Pakko
here,
äksytä
please
koko
get
ajan.
off the grounds!
Tarvitsisin auton, mutta kun ei ole. Eikä täällä näytä olevankaan mitään. Tuolla on juteltu, tuolla. Kaikilla on juteltu. No jutellaan Dokille taas, jospa sillä olisi avaimet jostain taikaiskusta jäänyt käteen.
I suggested a little scheme to Trixie, but I don't know if she's gonna go along with it.
Pursue whatever strategies you like, but please don't tell me the details.
No niin piti. Susta mitään apua. Mikäpä on vanha Dokki. Tuo kenties?
I don't think so.
Joo, etpä tietenkään.
I am not giving away my picture of Dad.
No elää Anna.
To all who approach these hallowed halls. What's cooking?
Ideas, up here. Techni, Muse of Progress. Not a bad gig.
Audie got it for me. It's my entree into respectability.
Joo, se on kiva.
What's Artie's job?
Oh, he's a real high muckety-muck at the expo. He's in charge of all the money and the hiring and firing.
Hey, not bad.
You're telling me, and super respectable too. It's a real relief for him to have a job where the boss never pulls a gun on him.
Whose idea was it to put a science and technology expo in Hill Valley?
Beats me. Audie says it's all bread and circuses. But I ain't seen a single clown yet today.
How's Kid's trial going?
Slowly. You know what they say. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but infinitely fine.
Except in Hill Valley, where they don't move at all.
What?
Nothing, it's just, something I heard once. So no regrets about turning him in?
None at all. I should have known better than to take up with him in the first place. But what can I say? I was dumb. I let myself get taken in by his charm.
Charm?
Joo, ei sulla muuta.
See you, Trixie.
Don't be a stranger.
No painetta nappi.
Pleasant dreams, Hill Valley. And the Expo would like to remind you that you can find everything you need to transform your dreams into reality at Hal's Hardware. Hal's Hardware, serving our fair city since 1895.
I wish the courthouse did look like that in 1981. Press button to experience future
painettiin
Hill
jo
Valley,
tuota.
circa 1981.
Ahaa!
My future wouldn't be built so shoddily.
Hi, Miss Strickland. I was just...
Break what you like, Mr. Corleone. It's no skin off my nose. Just keep away from Emmett's booth. Speaking of whom, I better go see what's keeping him.
I'll go check on him for you. I was just heading there anyway.
No, you weren't. The last thing he needs is another distraction at the 11th hour.
But...
Tut-tut.
Not another word. I've got the rest of the day all mapped out.
Miss Strickland!
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but... Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interests. You see, I know what you're up to.
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
Mä kuulin mitä se sanoi.
Go. I'll keep her occupied till you get back.
Doc sanoo, se tietää mitä tuo aikoo. Mutta... Joko nyt minä pääsin menemään?
Hang on, Emmett. Hope you're ready for a big breakup.
No niin.
Emmett?
Thanks again for your assistance, Detective Parker.
Detective? What the hell is Kid doing here?
Nothing criminal, I assure you. I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the Expo. The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this little baby is just as good. Okay, let's see now what's next. Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Edna really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Well, yes, but she's got my best interests at heart. Without her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on me?
Yeah, she wanted to come herself, but...
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features, but make yourself at home.
Thanks.
No thanks are necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now, in love with the woman of my dreams, and a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute. 6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
Se on erittäin hieno hattu.
I Don't Care by Trixie Trotter?
Edna doesn't approve of that sort of music, but I find it very soothing.
Oi ei taas tää.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see,
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
Aha.
The mind of a degenerate criminal.
This kid Tannen's mind map, as captured by our mind map helmet.
You could tell he's a criminal just by looking at this?
No, but when it's fed into the mental alignment meter...
Weird.
Weird nothing. It's science.
Mekin haluaa tommosen laittaa.
How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
Hey!
The test subject wears this mind mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
Uh-huh.
When I turn on the mind mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that...
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe. But to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
Layabout. Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
Okei.
What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental alignment. Isn't that cute?
Not really.
Eipä. Laitun rekisteri. Ahaa, tällä voi sotkea asun.
What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Sure.
Ja taskuun niinku laittaa avonaisen.
Hey, Emmett, what's cooking?
That's an old Brown family recipe for Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer.
Rabbit stew. The trick is to add the cumin an hour after the carrots. Take a whiff. Isn't that just about the best thing you've ever smelled in your life?
It's, powerful, yeah.
I've got it on a slow boil for later.
Easel.
What's this?
It's the placard we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that caught Kid Tannen?
A small exaggeration, but Edna says it'll attract investors. What do you think of the picture?
No ei todellakaan.
You look a little constipated.
What? Edna said I looked intense.
Yeah, intensely focused on taking it.
I get the picture. I'll have to find a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from.
Heavy.
Extremely. Mother has been rather obsessive about photographically cataloging my life.
En mä tiedä, äittiä ei kyllä tavattukaan.
I'd be careful of that if I were you.
Why?
The rocket fuel experiment must have stripped one of the teeth in the hand crank. As a consequence, if you turn it for more than 10 seconds, it sends out an electric shock.
Ei tää nyt tykätä siitä. Ei, älä paina uudelleen sitä.
Hey, could we watch Frankenstein on this?
Sorry, Michael, but I need this projector to trigger positive and negative visual stimuli for my mental alignment tests. Besides, a movie like Frankenstein should really be watched on a big screen, don't you think?
Ja sun pitäis käydä kahtumassa se. Aha, nyt pitää vissiin ottaa pahaa tehdä. Mitäs muuta pahaa vielä voin tehdä? Exit. Ei näkään mitään hyvää kannata tehdä. Fish tank, siinä on varmaan
How goes the
pahaa.
bacteria farm?
Not so hot. The bacteria have kind of gotten out of control. Had to put a clamp on the nitrogen tube to keep the stench from flooding the lab.
Ahaa.
Ew.
Oh.
No niin, siinä on kaikkea pahaa.
It's a picture of Edna. Since Emmett's got the hots for her, I guess she's supposed to provoke a positive response.
Missä siinä?
So this machine takes those little
No
cards
väärää
and
laite.
tells you whether or not someone's a good guy or bad guy?
Kind of. Actually, the helmet does all the work. The mental alignment meter is just a glorified arcade machine.
So why not just go with the cards?
Edna says that people respond well to flashing lights and snap judgments. I can't argue with that. Every time I kiss her, I see flashing lights and lose all sense of judgment.
No kidding.
Printer. Slide siinä. Aha, tähän pitää hyvyyttä laittaa, eli hajut pois.
Guess it's already stinky enough in here.
Mutta ruoka varmaan ottaa sen pois.
That smells much better.
Ja sit musiikkia.
That's the stuff.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent.
What's this typewriter do again?
During a mental alignment test, it takes messages from the mind map helmet and turns them into punch cards, like the one for Mr. Tannen over there.
Seems complicated.
Actually, it was all rather easy to put together, once Edna gave me the idea.
Sounds to me like you should be working on harder problems then.
What? Sorry, I've got to get back to work.
I don't care.
Tuo.
I don't care if I do get the mean and stony stare.
Kai se meni oikein.
I don't care.
Olisiko mun pitänyt laittaa tämmönen siihen laitteeseen?
Mind if I...
Go ahead. Ah, that'd be Mr. Needleman's card. I'll just put this in the stack with the other hooligans.
Joo.
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
Joo, mutta me vasta tehtiin se toivottavasti. Aak.
Hey there, you stinky little bacteria.
Kokeilla uudelleen.
Ew. According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
Joo. Kokeillaan uudelleen. Jospa se pitää ennen sitä... Nyt siinä on uusi kuva taas. Ja kuinka sijoit sitten olevina? Tannen. Generaattori. Tässä piti mitä niitä teette väärin? Ja, olisiko täällä muuta, että jos mun pitää... Tässä on fistankki. Ruokaa. No en tuon ainakaan voi mennä. Voinko mä jutella sulle?
Hey, Emmett, got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
What do you say we take a break for a couple of hours and go see a movie?
A couple of hours?
Actually, it may be more like 70 minutes.
I haven't got a couple of hours. I still got all these mind maps to sort, and the MAM's wiring is still giving me fits, and...
I get it, you're busy.
Joo. Onks me
You
sitä
look busy. Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
töhnää sen päälle?
Hey, Emmett, I've got a... Whoa! Whoops.
What the heck?
Haha.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
Whoa! What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Emmett, you'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
Wait a minute. Does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this is.
A perfume bottle?
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle,
Aha,
but
sinne pitää
inside is a
laittaa
concentrated
tyhnää.
dose of my all-purpose cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
Clever.
En kyllä käsitä, miksi se välillä tekee noin, että se päättää tuommoista.
I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil. What the hell is that?
What?
Sorry, I thought I saw a tarantula.
Joo. Printeri.
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
Kokeillaan uudelle. Ihan huivuoksi vaan.
Hey there, you stinky little bacteria.
Nyt pahaa hajua.
Ew.
Jännä miten se ei välitä yhtään, että mitä sen laitteita laitan käyntiin. Sitten printeri.
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
Minä myös ei tiedettä.
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
Kyllä mä nyt sen tiedän. Olisikohan täällä pitänyt haju ennen kuin se... Joo. Jos mä nyt laitetaan hajua, sitten laitetaan tuo päälle.
Ew.
Ugh. Did the clamp fall off again?
Yeah.
Put it back on. Oh, I don't even know why I keep that bacteria tank around. Every time the clamp falls off the nitrogen tube, it takes a couple of minutes before I can get the stench out of the air. Whew.
Nothing happened.
Well, that button advances the slides during the mind mapping test. It only works while the test is running.
Joo. Ja nyt joutuu kahtuttaa nää animaatiot uudelleen.
Ew.
Sähköisku onnistui, hyvä.
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
This thing reads Emmett's mind maps.
Joo, kokeillaan seuraava. Ja nyt pitäisi vissiin tuo. Nälkä tulee itselle kun kahtelee tuota. Vaikka ei ruokkaa näykään tuossa täysin, niin silti on vähän nälkeä.
I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Slide.
You see, I'm sort of independent. I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. I'm happy, go lucky,
Mitäs minun tästä pitäisi ajatella?
so jolly.
It's Danny Parker. He's a cop, so I guess he's supposed to get a positive response from model citizens.
Joo. Musiikki pois.
No, don't turn it off. This is my favorite part.
Ota sähköä kostoksi. Sitten vähän bakteerin hajua, joka ei ole yhtään hyvän tuoksusta yök.
Ew.
Jaha, teksti tuli. Ja tästä positiivista pitää saada. Toivottavasti tuo musiikki nyt ei pilannut tuota äskeistä kuvaa. Kukas tuo olevinna? Tässä pitää ajatella pahaa.
Ew. Emmett's invention makes him out to be a model citizen, huh? Well,
Kenties nyt tämmönen oikein kerran tuo Martin sanoi, että hyvä. Slide Adventure. Ja tässä ilmeisesti pitää hyvää ajatella. Tai? Joo, hyvä pitää ajatella.
Trixie, I don't think Edna approves of her, so I guess she's a negative figure.
Jep.
Ah.
Yes! Täydellistä. Oho.
Hey, Emmett, I think your mind map test is broken.
Oh. Well, that switch just keeps shorting out on me. No time to fix it now. I'll have to take care of it at the expo.
Looks like I'm not going to be doing any more mind maps. I guess I'll test this out and hope for the best. This thing reads Emmett's mind maps.
Joo. Inventory. Tästä on musiikin pois, niin vois keskittyä. Yes.
Bingo! Now Emmett's mind map is as bad as Tannen's. Now all I have to do is swap this out with Emmett's original mind map and Emmett's own machine will do him in. Okay, Emmett, get ready to meet the new you.
Hey!
What?
I almost left behind my mind map card. We're gonna show it off at the expo as a rare example of a model citizen. Edna kill me if I forgot that.
She might kill you anyway when she gets a look at that mind map. Once Emmett gets to the expo, I'll try to figure out how to get him to put his card in the mental alignment meter. But for now, I better concentrate on making Emmett a slob who cheats on his girlfriend.
Inventory. Voinko minä tuonne laittaa tätä?
I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil.
Miksi sä tallu? Ei. Menes jo mennä ulos täältä.
Emmett,
What?
your jacket's got a little,
No, no worries.
Kuva-albumi.
Hey, Emmett, I've got an idea.
What?
Why don't I take your photo album over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture?
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks, pal.
Don't mention it.
Exit. Niin.
What?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize something.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you can?
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
Oh god.
Emmett, no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No!
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the expo. It'll be much more romantic that way. Just think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community. And I owe it all to you.
You're welcome.
Voi Martti, minkä teit? Nyt
Hey,
vissiin.
Emmett, I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to make sure I wasn't getting distracted.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Onko mulla vielä? Olisiko mä pitänyt tuhota tuo suihku? Ilmeisesti mä mennään takaisin sitten.
Emmett. Michael.
What?
I'm at my wit's end. My portable anti-stick, anti-stain formulas disappeared.
Can't you make more?
There's no time.
Don't worry, I'm sure it'll turn up soon.
Good. There's no way in God's green earth that I'm heading to that expo without it.
Emmett says this stuff will clean anything, but it only has a 12-hour shelf life. Too bad I haven't got 12 hours. Or do I?
Ahaa! Ja Rokille me ei saa kertoa mitään, joten laitetaan tää tökötti sinne autoon.
It'll be safe in there.
Sitten pyydetään Dokia. Doc.
Hey, Doc. I mean, Mr. Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment. How's the plan proceeding on your end?
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, what am I supposed to look for again?
A signal that it's done evaluating the time circuits. The analysis can take a while. Be sure to let me know when the light turns green, and I'll take her out for another test run.
Okei.
Doc said to tell him when the light on his diagnostic thingy went green. Nope, no green light yet.
Miten minä saan sen vihreäksi? Etnalle puhutaan.
Can I talk to you a minute, Miss Strickland?
Surely. Excuse us a moment.
It's like this. I found out about Trixie Trotter.
Yes?
Apparently they made her some sort of queen of the festival. Techne, the muse of progress.
They didn't. Well, they said this expo would give Hill Valley a reputation. I didn't realize this is what they meant.
What have you got against Trixie?
It's the idea of it, allowing our city to be represented by a woman like that. I won't stand for it. As a socially conscious citizen, I demand you discharge that muse.
Trixie? What's wrong with her?
Oh, she's hardly qualified for an honorific post at a public event.
Look, lady, she fits the costume, she's an American citizen, and she managed to memorize all her lines. What more qualifications do you want?
Oh, these people are impossible.
Okei.
Why do you want to get Trixie fired?
One simply can't allow women like that to attain positions of respect in society. It creates a very bad precedent for the future.
Does it?
But try telling it to this poor sap. She's got him completely steamrolled. That's how they operate.
Is it?
Still, I could get her discharged if I had the goods on her. No doubt a woman like that has left a trail of scandal, and I'd find it if I were still a reporter. But I haven't got time to do the legwork now. I'm too busy with Emmett and his invention.
So you wouldn't hesitate to get Trixie fired from her job?
If I had the goods on her. She's obviously got her employer completely bamboozled. The only way to snap him out of his spell would be to show him something really shocking.
Ei sulla muuta kyllä ole.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well then.
Hey, Artie.
Hey, Mr. G-Man. How's the, undercover operation?
If everything goes as planned, we should be wrapping things up real soon now.
Well, when it's time for me to play my part, just say the word.
Joo. Jos me jutellaan
Keep
sille
doing what you're doing,
Trixille ja...
Grandpa.
Grandpa?
That's our, code name for you.
Oh, ha! Funny.
Niin jutellaan Trixille ja kerrotaan mitä Etna aikoo.
What's cooking?
Joo, ei.
See you, Trixie.
Don't be a stranger.
Ilmeisesti pitää jutella Artille.
Hi, Artie.
Go on. Call me Grandpa.
Huh? Right, so, Grandpa... You're not gonna let Edna get Trixie fired, are you?
Not on your life. She'd have to bring me a real smoking gun before I'd even think of letting that kid go. This job means an awful lot to her, you know.
You haven't met Sylvia yet, have you?
My contact person? Not yet. Is he or she at the expo?
I don't think so, and I'm pretty sure it'll be a she.
Joo.
That's all for now.
Over and out.
That's not the person I want to get messy.
Joo, tää pitää ilmeisesti säästää siihen Emmetille.
I probably shouldn't show Emmett's baby pictures around to complete strangers.
Tälleen se mun piti näyttää.
Nope, no green light yet.
Miten minä saan sen vihreäksi sitten?
Emmett's formula, still as good as new. Never know when I might need to get some sticky substances out of some clothes.
No kun sen pitää mennä vanhaksi, että se voi antaa. Nyt tuli ensimmäinen kunnon pulma. Ei tässä on joku tyyppi.
Furs donated by Lamont's House of Ermine. At least they're going to a good cause.
Se olikin patsas.
They're stuck tight in this tar. That volcano looks a lot like the one I did for my 7th grade science fair.
Joo.
Times may be hard in Hill Valley, but our present worries fade into insignificance when we ponder our Pleistocene past. Is the wolf knocking at your door? Be glad he's not a Tyrannosaurus, king of the ancient lizards. And if you find yourself drowning in debt, well, you could be drowning in something a whole lot stickier, like the Hill Valley tar pits. This peek into the distant past is brought to you by Lamont's House of Ermine, reminding you fur is forever.
Okei.
They're stuck tight in this tar. Press button to experience Hill Valley's primeval past. Okay, if this dinosaur is called a Tanninosaurus, I'm gonna... Oh, whew.
Ei tässä ollut mitään. Vaisko, saisinko me... En varmaankaan.
I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil.
Paitsi hetkonen, jos mä nyt tarvin tuon... liiku. Että nää näppäimet on ovat. Nyt sen... tölkin täältä. Sitten minä suihkutan sitä tuohon tyyppiin. Tai patsaaseen ja saan itselleni tuon elukan.
Emmett's formula. Still as good as new. Never know when I might need to get some sticky substances out of some clothes.
Toivottavasti nyt mennään oikein, koska muuten olemme taas jälleen kerran jumissa. Aha!
It's a good thing I did this before Emmett's 12-hour time limit, where the cleanser might have dissolved the fur. Let's slip out of those furs, shall we?
Nyt vois viedä tuo tökötin takaisin sinne autoon. Tuskin me enää sillä mitään tehdään. Meidän pitää ilmeisesti potkut aiheuttaa tälle triksille. Onnistuiskohan se tämän avulla?
I don't have any reason to give furs to Trixie. He doesn't need furs. He doesn't need furs.
Okei.
I'm not giving these furs to her.
No mitäs minun pitäisi sitten tällä tehdä?
That really doesn't need the added tackiness of dead animal pelts.
Täällä on tää tyyppi.
Hey, pal.
Oh, geez, this guy again.
Funny, I was gonna say the same thing. Shouldn't you be in jail with the rest of kids' gang?
I was, but then an opportunity availed itself and I
Sang like a canary.
I prefer to think of it as exhibiting an admirable sense of self-preservation.
No.
Have you heard from Kid lately?
We're not exactly on speaking terms these days on account of our varying degrees of incarceration.
Will you be playing piano for Trixie later?
Nah.
Why not?
'Cause little Miss Goody Two-Shoes thinks she's too respectable for cue ball these days.
You seem kind of angry about Trixie.
Angry? Listen, kid, me and Trixie go way back. I know stuff about her that even kid doesn't know. Stuff that curl your socks.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And now to see her flouncing around the place, making like her stink don't smell, it just, well, it just cheeses me off, you know?
So what's so, toe curling about Trixie's past?
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, come on.
No.
Tell you what, I'll tell you something embarrassing about me first.
Like what?
Tuo.
Last year, I drove a train off a cliff.
Why'd you do that?
You know, now that I think about it, I'm not really sure. It's a long story.
All right, Junior, you win. That was pretty embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as this.
Is
Oh
that
god.
Trixie?
Yep.
She's not wearing much.
No kidding. She did a lot of these artistic postcards a few years ago. I got a whole set of them.
Can I, have one?
I don't know. You ain't gonna do nothing bad with it, are you?
Hey, I promise. I'll only use it for the greater good.
Wow. Okay.
Ei minua kiinnosta mitä sun
Hang loose,
hampaissa.
pal.
You talk funny, mister.
Ahaa.
I'm not giving him this postcard of Trixie.
No, se pitää virmi antaa Etnalle.
You might want to take a look at this.
Why in the world would I be interested in... Oh, what have we here? Oh, sir! Mr. McFly! It appears your muse has been inspiring more than progress.
Trixie? Oh, no, no, no. What are you doing with a dirty postcard?
What is she doing in a dirty postcard? I swear, Mr. McFly, if that doesn't convince you that Trixie Trotter is unfit to represent Hill
I don't
Valley...
need you to lecture me about who I can or can't hire, Miss Strickland. Trixie's darn good at what she does. I don't care if she was once the winsome wench of Winnipeg. Her past doesn't matter to... Trixie?
What is it, Audie?
You know I don't like to pry, but what state did you grow up in?
Province, Manitoba. Why?
Not even an American.
See, darling, the charter specifically states that the Expo's hostess must be a U.S. citizen, so if you're really a Canadian...
I'm being fired? You're firing me?
I don't want to.
Here, take it back.
Well, I'm glad somebody's listening to reason.
Let's talk.
Ahaa.
Trixie?
I'll do it. I'll make that blue-nosed bitty eat her heart out.
That's great. I got it all planned out. When Emmett shows
But we
up...
gotta do it my way.
Huh?
I'm no good with improvising, and I ain't gonna memorize no lines. But I was in this play once. The Parlourmaid's Predicament. I figure I could lift a scene from that.
Okay.
Only, I need a few props.
Why am I not surprised?
Some furs, a big diamond. It doesn't have to be real, understand?
That makes it easier.
And something from this friend of yours, Emmett. Has he got a photo album?
I don't know. Probably.
Better bring it to me.
Furs, a diamond, and Emmett's photo album. And then?
Sit back and watch the fur fly.
Okei, mistä me timantin saan? Puton. Aha!
Nice rock. But I can't reach it. I'm good, but even I don't think I could skateboard on that. I wonder if that has a massage setting.